Cup for India. Our special panel joining us now, Pradeep Magazine sports advisor to the Hindustan Times, and Sanjeev Mukherjee, cricket editor of CNN-IBN, joining me here in the studio. Also with us, Krishnamachari Srikanth, former Indian captain and former chairman of selectors, Sharda Ugra, senior sports journalist and senior editor at ESPN Cricinfo, Kiran More, also former cricketer and former chairman of selectors. Krish Srikanth, let me come to you first. Is this a team you would have picked?
Honestly speaking, I think the team is very good. I mean, from the batting point of view, we have a fantastic batting lineup. And don't forget, I think one-day cricket is more of a batting-oriented game. And I think from the batsman point of view, yes, we have the batsmen. Only problem is the medium-pace attack. But then, I guess this is the best we have. We have no other choice. With regard to the spinners, I'm pretty happy. I think we have the best three spinners there. And I think Akshar Patel is a very good cricketer, a good all-rounder. Don't forget, he can bowl very well. He's done well in international cricket, whatever little chance he's got. And lower down the order is a brilliant batsman who can talk the ball well and field brilliantly. I think overall, yes, the balance is not bad. I mean, one thing I was thinking is, I thought Murli Vijay missed out, honestly speaking, in the sense that for the kind of form he's shown in Australia today, I thought he should have been there.
Okay, so you're striking an optimistic note, saying this is the best we have. Pradeep, is this a winning team?
Well, winning team because there are a lot of concerns about the bowling. I wouldn't say like it's a team which is favourite to win, but it is a very strong batting lineup, and there is a problem in this team in the sense the bowling plus Stuart Binnie. I'm quite surprised. How did he make it into the team?
And we'll talk about Stuart Binnie in detail later. Sharda, what do you make of this team?
It's very predictable. They are the selections that were expected pretty much. Can they win the World Cup? I think we should remember that you need to play 3 very good matches right at the tail end of the tournament to win the World Cup. The format is almost they have such a format that basically the top 8 teams of the world get through to the quarterfinals, and then it's just a shootout, and it depends on who can have 3 good games. So, the chances of the Indian team coming through at that stage, it looks all right. You expect them to make the quarterfinals, and then from there, it's a question of who does well on the day. Taking all the sort of strengths and weaknesses of the team that there are, it's basically 3 matches at the tail end of the tournament.
Kiran More, Yuvraj Singh and Murli Vijay not making the cut, but we have Stuart Binnie and Akshar Patel in this team. Do we have a chance?
Of course we have a chance. It's a good team, and we haven't done very well in one days, so far last 1.5 years a record. I think we have fantastic stats, and I feel that we have a fantastic opportunity to win this World Cup also. And when you look at the other teams around the world, I think Australia is not one of the best ODIs team. And I feel that New Zealand has got a very well balanced team, but Pakistan also struggled in ODIs. And I look at all around the other teams, I think none of the best teams, but India has got a very good chance in this World Cup. Of course, there is a concern about the bowling department, especially the fast bowler, where Chika said that the fast bowling is a bit of concern, But definitely we have a top 3 spinners and top 3 all-rounders. And you say that the 5 all-rounders in the team, and we have one of the best captain, best all-rounder in the world is MS Dhoni. So I feel that there is a good chance for Indian team to make it into semis. And as Sharda said that the last 3 games are very crucial. If you win, I think it's a shootout matches, and you have to perform on a day. That's very important.
Right. Sanjeev, going against all the speculation, you'd said a full 24 hours before the BCCI that Yuvraj Singh won't make it to the World Cup team. What about the rest of the team?
Before the rest of the team, I have to make one point about Yuvraj Singh. What people are forgetting is that, yes, there was a lot of hype and speculation, as you rightly said, but he did not make it to the list of 30 probables. So he really did not have much of a chance. Yes, there will be heartburn. There will be a lot of critics who would say that, why not Yuvraj? Why Stuart Binnie is there? Or for that matter, somebody else. But if you look at the rest of the team, it's not that bad a team. Yes, there are points or reasons for people to be critical, but cricket, we all know, it's a cliche term. Cricket is like a religion in India, and I'm sure the gentlemen sitting on the panel, Kiran More and Krish Srikanth, will both agree with me on this. When they used to select teams, we and everybody else, everybody in the world sits down to analyze. They should have picked this one. They should not have picked this one. So you cannot satisfy everybody. But if you look at the team completely, we have a couple of backup all-rounders, we have a couple of backup spinners, we have a backup wicket-keeper batsman. What isn't there in the team? My point is that, yes, there are a lot of people who are asking questions about the fact that why Yuvraj Singh is not there. Based on what? Simply because he scored 300s in 3 Ranji Trophy games, which are longer format of the game. He messed it up when it came to playing in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. He made less than 200 runs. He did not really sparkle with the bat. So he possibly lost out there. If you want to talk about Yuvraj Singh, then why not talk about Virendra Sehwag? He's also scored 2 consecutive hundreds. Right. So, we have to be, fair to the selectors, given a chance. And, let's not forget, when Krish Shrikant, I clearly remember in 2011, selected the team, we ourselves raised the question that why is Munaf Patel in the team? Why is Piyush Chawla in the team? Is he good enough? Is Ravi Ashwin too raw to, be played in a World Cup? Look what happened a couple of months later. They won the World Cup.
He's playing again. He's one of the 4 who's back in the squad. Krish Shrikant, I want to talk about Stuart Binny now. While some have called it a surprise element, others have said that this is conflict of interest. His father is among the selectors. Did he deserve a berth?
See, the point is this. I think it's a very, very debatable question. Yes, you're right. It's a debatable point whether Binny should have been in the team, not been in a team, whether he should have taken a batsman or a bowler, or if you're looking at all-rounder, yes, Binny will probably be in a strong contention. But the point is we don't have many all-rounders in India. So if the selectors thought the all-rounders are better, because of course in one-day cricket, especially in World Cup cricket, all-rounders are one thing that the selectors look for always. Yes, it's quite debatable. But I think you can give it to them. Probably you can give the benefit of doubt to selectors because they want to go in for an all-rounder. Because we don't have too many all-rounders. The other option is going for a medium pacer or a pure batsman. I think they went in for an all-rounder. If all-rounder is a choice, Stuart Binny is not a bad choice because we have no other option.
Right, and that's something that Sunil Gavaskar has also said, that I would choose Binny because he can come in very handy with the seam bowling as a lower order batsman, also as a floater, and he can be pretty handy with the bat. But you don't agree with the choice.
We've seen him in England. He was played there, and in fact everyone was surprised after watching him that is he a bowler who can bat a bit or is he a batsman who can bowl a bit. So, when his father happens to be on the selection committee and you have such a contentious choice, obviously questions will be raised.
You have a theory on Binny?
I will not say whether I have a theory on Binny, and neither will I want to speculate, but a couple of points. Number one, maybe, it's time for BCCI because we live in times of conflict of interest. The president in exile right now, N. Srinivasan, is facing serious charges on conflict of interest, and I'm sure all of our members on our esteemed panel will agree with me on this one. At least a disclaimer from the BCCI that maybe when Stuart Binny's name came up for selections, Roger Binny wasn't there. But the other twist is that today the selection meeting, although contrary to what was being reported, it already started much later because Roger Binny arrived far later. Maybe the BCCI might turn around and say that we had already selected the team and that's the reason we asked Roger to come later. Having said that, Stuart Binny will be, if we look at him, I'm not going to use the word all-rounder right now. I am not a cricket expert like Krish Shrikant is, or for that matter Kiran More is. I'm going to say that he could be the extra seaming option, but will India play 4 seamers, and that too with Binny in the team? Secondly, if you just jog back to the England tour, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain of the team, did not really seem to have the sort of faith in Binny's abilities either as a batsman or a bowler. So, considering that, how does Binny make it into the team? Is it because, as a lot of people are saying, that maybe they're carrying extra luggage like a Binny and an unfit Jadeja? One doesn't know.
Yeah, I've seen reactions on Twitter, Sharda. Some people saying this is a 14-member squad. Stuart Binny is just going with the team. What do you think this is about, and also about the omission of Murli Vijay?
Yeah, it's a bit unfair on Stuart Binny, all the stuff that's going on Twitter, but Twitter is not the most sort of balanced place on the planet by and large. Pradeep's doubts are absolutely valid about his place in the team, and everyone says he's a sort of a seaming all-rounder. He'll bowl at about 120k for you, and he'll be able to control the sort of the batting. He'll be able to be the guy who controls the opposition, but he's more suited to conditions in England rather than conditions in Australia, when you need bowlers who are sort of tougher, what they call hit the deck bowlers, who are able to bowl slightly quicker, or like Bhuvneshwar Kumar, get a bit of swing, which he didn't get today. in Sydney. And coming to the selection of Murali Vijay, that if you were going to take someone that's like a backup, Murali Vijay is a good option because he is successful and he's been in form in Australia. So he's ready for the conditions there, and by the time the World Cup comes around, he will have sort of fitted into all kinds of possibilities that are there as far as the match goes. It's unfortunate that he's not even in the Tri-Series team that they have picked, because he'll get a chance to just go around and take a look at what's on offer at these various 7 venues in Australia for the one-day game, which is why I think he was in the probables to start with. So the reason that he was put in the probables, he sort of came through with that in the Test series, but now he finds himself suddenly kind of just tossed aside.
Kiran Mori, cricket is an emotive issue. Everyone has an opinion in India about who should be selected, how things should be done. But let's look at statistics for a minute. And I'm looking at figures from the 2015 squad versus the 2011 squad. The 2015 squad has played fewer matches, has fewer runs, has got fewer hundreds, fewer 50s, fewer wickets. On every count, they seem to be less qualified, if I may, for the World Cup. Is this the best that we could do?
Yeah, of course, this is the best 15 available in a country, And you had the previous team in 2011. There were more experienced players who had played number of years, like Sachin, Rahul, Yuvraj, Harbhajan Singh, Virendra Sehwag, Zahir Khan. So I think don't compare with that team. I think this is a new team, and they've been playing together for the last 1.5 years. So I think this is the best 15 available. Of course, there's a debate going on about Stuart Binney. So who else? I think there's a place for Murali Vijay. It could have been possible. But I feel that it was a very close call between Mohit Sharma and Stuart Binney. Mohit has played 11 matches and Stuart has played 7 matches in ODIs. So that was a very close call. But as Pradeep said, in England, I think he hardly bowled or hardly batted. The captain was not in the best of favor of Stuart Binney. But I hope Stuart is a quality cricketer. I have been watching him from young days, and he is really doing very well in domestic cricket. And I hope he does it in Tri-Series and proves that everyone wrong, that he's the best all-rounder available for our country.
Pradeep, would you agree with Syed Kirami's description of this team? He says it is a well-balanced team with some surprises.
Well, you see, it's the best available team except for my reservation with Binney's selection. It is well balanced, but the major concern India has at the moment is its bowling, which selectors can't help. Whatever bowlers were available best, they have picked them up. And my concern also is that the people whom they have picked as bowlers probably may not be fit when the World Cup starts, because they have already overloaded. Some of them are already injured. Let's see how it goes, and let's hope that even Stuart Binney, it's not like Binney does well and proves us wrong. We'll all be happy if he gets his chances and proves us wrong.
Yes, may the best team win, and this is the team that we're going with, so let's support it now. Then Sanjeev, Pradeep, Krish Shrikant, Sharda Ugra, Kiran